first morning. Chris is just going out for the first time in the boat to see what we've got in front of us. We've spent all night, no rods in the water, because the card didn't start till today. So we just watched the water last night. Unfortunately we've not seen a single thing now, so we're just going to go and see what's out in front of us. This lay's split into two halves. The half the other side is really weedy. This half doesn't seem as bad, so I'm guessing that this is going to be the deeper half. We're hoping that the fish aren't all held up in that weed, being the time of year it is, but we'll soon see. Right, it's our second morning. We've had a busy night with, I think I've had 4 bream, Chris has had a couple, but no carp as of yet. I think we're going to stay here till tomorrow morning and move on, because we've not seen hardly anything and we're restricted to where we can fish, because I don't know if you can see in the distance there, all them pegs are private, which the members buy. So we're left with this area or another area just around that corner there, so still fishing this main bowl of water, and I don't think the fish are here. There's another, it's like a U-shaped lake, and there's another one similar round the other side, which is a bit shallower with weeding, like I said yesterday, and I think that's where the fish are holding up. But got a couple of changes, just going to double boilie baits now, taking off any fake corn and tiger nuts and not putting any particle in today, just boiling, just to see if we can ease the bream problem. I've also pulled my rod pod up here, because running through that grass at night to get it down low, you get bitten to death by the mozzies. They're savage at the moment, so just adjusting that. Rods are going back on the same spot. It's quite weedy out there. It's like an English estate lake. Rafts of Canadian pondweed and silkweed. Where I've got my 2 marker floats, roughly about there and there in the middle, I've had bites, so I can present a bait in there, the fish can feed there, so hopefully the carp come to the party too. So we'll see how we get on today, but it looks like it's going to be another scorcher. It was hot yesterday and today's predicted to be hotter, so after today I think get a bit of cloud coming later in the week, a thunderstorm as well, and that's always good to clear the air and maybe switch the fish on. But we'll see how we go. We're going to go to a different lake, we think, which we didn't realise it was a French bank holiday Thursday I believe and Friday, so we think that's why the first lake we wanted to go to was busy, because of the holidays. So we're going to go back there on Monday morning and see if any swims are available, because it's a massive lake and there wasn't anywhere free, so we'll see what we find. We've also got a couple more options if that's busy to try. That's why we picked this area, because of the amount of water about, but it's quite a steep learning curve trying to find out what tickets you need, what's fishable. But luckily Chris has got a little bit of French in him, so he gets us by. But we'll come back, probably report later if we catch anything, if not tomorrow morning for an update. Right, we're just on the pack down now. We've had 48 hours here and we've not seen a carp, and we're not able to move, so we've not seen a carp in this area. There's no point in finding them because we can't move and fish for them, so we're just having a slow pack down. It's 6 o'clock in the morning and we're going to go to the lake we first wanted to go to that was busy, so hopefully on the Monday morning there won't be anybody there, but I'll just take one back. Right, we're finally set up on the second venue, which was actually the first venue we wanted to fish, but it was too busy when we arrived on the Friday. So we've got here to a nice quiet lake, and we're actually set up in an area we wanted to get set up in. The baits are out there, and as you can see, this is an absolute stunner of a lake. It's a big chunk of water. So there's my rods there. There's quite a few pegs along here, but we'll just have to see how we go with anglers turning up. There's a boat down there, quite steep rocks down there, straight into it and in the deep water. So, and I think there's a lot of tree stumps in this lake, so if there's any fish caught, I think we'll be straight out in the boat to bring them in. Well, it's fourth morning, first morning on the new lake. Not an awful lot to report, quite a few bream caught again. So we've tried different things, bigger baits, 22 mils and whatnot, but they still come, so we'll just keep baiting and wait and see. Today I think I'm going to pull off the lake for a bit and have a bike ride around the lake. Also try and grab a shower, which is a campsite up the road, so we'll see if that's possible. If not, I'll just jump in the lake again and have a clean off. Well, this is our fifth morning. Fortunately, we're still blanking on the carp. Chris has just had a bream, and you may be just about see him in the distance out there. He's gone to put his long range rod back out. Looks very overcast today, plenty of rain. I hope you enjoyed that footage of the storm. That was certainly interesting. I was trying my hardest to get a decent lightning shot with lightning in the distance there, and then the next minute it just turned. Takes out the bivvies, and Chris is holding his down. I'm trying to pack the camera away, and the rods flip over. It was manic, and it just lasted a split second, probably about 3-4 minutes, where we're just literally having to hold poles down on the bivvies while watching everything. There was too many things blowing in different directions to work out what to save, but luckily, after a few minutes cleaning up, we managed to retrieve everything and get everything put back together again, but I don't want to be in another one of them again. So this is only our second morning on this actual lake, so hopefully we might start getting some carp. We're fishing to the far margin with one rod each, because that's the old riverbed, and a few people who have been here before have told us that's one of the spots you want to get on. So we'll see how we get on with that. Right, I'll come back and update if there's anything to update. Well, this is our sixth morning and we're still carpless. Last night we had another one of them storms, but it was about midnight when it hit, so we didn't see where everything went, but we managed to salvage everything. That brolly there ended up just there. My net ended up in there. Managed to hook it and fish it out. We're having a bit of a nightmare, but the only good news we've got is got a Dutch friend who's fishing just there, and he's had a 19 kilo carp this morning, which is, we think, is the first carp off the lake since we've got here. So with a bit of luck, they might be moving down now. So I've stuck to the same spots, kept the bait going on the same spots, so hopefully they turn up. The bream are a nightmare, even with bigger baits, they're still taking you, but just got to persevere and keep baiting up. That is what Chris is doing now. He's just coming back from the far margin. He's just sorted his out, but it's another great morning. We could really do with a bit of sunshine today, because everything under that brolly got soaked. That boat down here, I scooped it out this morning, but the water level was 3/4 of the way up that battery, and both of them buckets were floating in there after just what seemed like 15 minutes of rain. But so we're getting into the last 48 hours now, and we'll see what we can do. But it's been tough old fishing, this has. I've been in France when we've had one day with weather like that, but not two on the trot. Absolute nightmare. But still, it's fishing. You're enjoying yourself. Right, we'll come back if we get anything. Right, it's final morning. Nothing to report in the night. It was quietest night yet, so we've gone to big 22mm baits now just to try and steer the bream away. Had one that picked it up and couldn't eat it and dropped it, but dropped the lead, so I've had to redo that. But the wind's picking up. Not a lot of fish caught anywhere around the lake this week. Only one that we know of next to us and one in the far arm and the catfish over there. The rest has been very quiet, unfortunately. But we come to get away from everything, and we've had a nice week, chilled out, apart from the storms. But yeah, it's what we come for. Not just about the catching, it's about sharing good times with mates. But we've still got a few hours while we pack up, so if we get anything, I think we'll be lucky if we do, but if we do, we'll come back on. Hope you like this video.